find
Yes.
super interesting is that before you were on Impulsive, you worked for Lovesac.
Yeah, the giant beanbag company.
And you went from working there to basically being on one of the biggest podcasts like in the world.
Yeah.
Like, what was that like being like, okay, cool. Like you have a healthy corporate job and then boom, now you are at the mercy of public opinion.
And Logan Paul. Listen, I never assigned much of a value or sentiment towards anything in life because that job in corporate was chapter 5,000. You know what I'm saying? That was past, waiting in line at the methadone clinic in 26-degree weather for 6 years with people, throwing up all over
Do you
themselves.
still go, do you go to meetings or no?
I don't anymore because I'm busy. I should, and I think that
I have my own meeting.
You do really?
I do.
What night is it?
It's a daytime thing.
Yeah, I would 1,000%.
You'll love it, dude.
I would love to go to it. I would love to help.
I'll let you know afterwards.
Okay.
It's a great meeting.
I'll definitely come to
Okay.
it. I'm gonna start sweating again. I'm not, but it is a weird topic because I think in a lot of ways I've cemented myself by way of my book as kind of like a thought leader in the space of recovery.
There's not one way to do it.
But
I agree.
yeah, but no, I don't like to. I don't promote any of that type of activity. I like for people who are a year, 3 years, 5 years into their recovery, people need to lock in and be sober 100%. I just honestly, to be completely transparent about it, I'm still battling a lot of shit in my life and still battling
Addictions?
a lot of trauma. Not substance ones.
Like process?
Yeah, process addictions,
Porn.
whether it be food, whether it be sex, whether it be any of that
Yeah.
type of stuff, but that's not really what it is.
I'm
It's more
stuck in
just-
that kind of behavior too, my friend.
Yeah, but
It's hard.
But the program helps you with it. No,
I know I still have these process addictions, these side things that I really have to take a look at because I obsess on things and it's all to escape how I feel and what's really going on. And I can see myself doing it and I'm very aware I'm doing it, Like insensate, like even like watching TV shows like Shogun, I'll burn through it all at one time just so I don't have to deal with anything.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like fixations. So let's say for instance, like he's rewatching season 5 of The West Wing. He will watch that over and over again. Like if he watches that season of The Voice, he will watch each audition. I'm not kidding you, Mike, 30 times.
With the hope of discovering something new.
I always do. I always discover something new.
See, like the way you treat that with that obsession to rewatching the episodes is for me, it's how I talk to myself in my internal monologue is really bad. And I treat myself very I have a girlfriend of the past 7 months now, which has been really helpful for me
Right.
in terms of being a little bit more structured. And she's like, dude, we really need to talk about how you treat yourself. You are terrible.
What do you think about what they say about how our parents' external dialogue to us as children become our inner monologue?
Last week, while talking to my mom, whenever I go to a therapist or talk on a podcast about it, I talk about how my childhood was incredible. My parents were together at least up until I was 14 when they got divorced. We had a house, we had food to eat, like table stakes for a good life, especially when you look comparatively to what a lot of people go through in this world. And I was talking to her about it and I was like, is there any reason I would feel undervalued or I wasn't good enough? And she looked at me like, do you not remember what it was like being working alongside your dad? I would go mow the lawn and she's like, he would come in and be like, yo, he can't mow the lawn. This is terrible. I'm just going to have to go and do this myself. You're never going to be able to, he can't do this. I would go to help him, try to fix the car and he'd be like,
you're not good
You're doing
enough.
it wrong.
Yeah.
Just step back. Let me do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, I love my father.
But what if we're doing it wrong?
I was, I'm sure, but I was 6. You know what I'm saying? I was probably shitting
That's
wrong
a
at
scary
the time.
part about parenting. It's for them, it's a regular Thursday. And to us, we hang on to those little details when we're young because
100%.
our heads and our emotions are still our brain isn't fully formed at that age. We're hanging on to their every word. So how critical they are of us does become our inner monologue. My mom's voice replays in my head every single, from the moment I wake up to the time I close my eyes, and it never ends. I can intellectualize and say, hey, like this isn't truly how I feel about myself, but that monologue keeps running anyways. And it takes a lot of effort to kind of shut that off.
So what do you do when you have a kid? A kid paints, like draw something.
If there's
and it's not good. Right? And they go, look, mommy.
Well,
No, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Can you be my mommy?
Well,
in this scenario?
Whenever my
No,
kids-
I'm a
Okay,
kid right now. You play the mommy.
Okay.
All right? Mommy. What are you combing your hair for?
Women brush their hair.
He's good, dude. He's good. You got to get
You're so good.
Prop
What is that, a
comedy.
perk?
You're a prop, right? Mommy.
Yes, sweetie.
Yeah. I do this. Do you think it's good?
Let me see this shit.
Don't
Swear.
yeah. Yeah. Do you think it's good? That was supposed to be a fire engine.
No, it's not good. That's it.
Give it back.
You need to try again. Go tell your daddy.
Okay. Don't be a parent then.
Huh?
That's not good.
What's your instinct say? What?
Oh, what? You be the kid. Give me a comb.
Wait, tell me. Oh, I'm the kid. Oh, I'm the
You're
kid.
the
Oh,
mom.
wait, I want to be the mom. I want to be the mom.
Well, the next scenario, you'll be the mom.
Okay.
Okay.
Mom. Mom.
I'm right here, sweetie. You don't have to yell.
Mom.
Yes, yes, sweetie.
Remember the dog died last week? I made a picture of the dog to remember him by.
Let me see. Huh, sweetie, that looks like a fire engine. So try it again. It's not good. Get the fuck out of here.
Whoa.
Too much. A little too much.
Mom.
Yeah.
I want to do methamphetamine.
Oh yeah, that's how they do it. All right, here. All right, so you'd be the kid now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, here. You're the mom.
You're the mom.
You have the comb.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Don't touch it because it's gross.
Okay.
I wash my hair.
It's
Mommy.
stop.
It's little. It's,
Stop.
he's Italian.
No, I have to know. So what kind of kid is this? Because that was a little strange.
What?
Yeah, what kind of kid is this?
Mommy.
French? What is that?
Now we're
Is it a
British.
European kid?
What's that?
Yeah, what's going? Oh, you want a different? Oh, you draw.
Do I have to answer in the same nationality?
I think you have to. So you got to match his fucking nationality. And action.
Mommy. I drew a picture of my pet cat.
Okay, stop. Can you go lower on the voice? You sound very like puberty already.
He's a child.
I know. Mommy. Go. Sound like a kid. Be
Hello,
more kid-like.
mother.
Yeah.
Be more kid-like.
Yeah.
Action.
Mommy. I drew a picture of my pet cat. Take a look.
Was that Borat? Is that Borat's child?
It's for it.
Well, it is a very nice picture.
Yeah.
It is a cat, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think, Mommy?
Honey, you keep working on it. It is very good start.
Sweetie. Yeah, sweetie.
Dracula. What are you doing?
What did our daughter, our son, paint?
It is the cat.
Let me see the cat.
Yes.
Whoa.
What
It's
do you-
a beautiful cat.
Think, Poppy.
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 What? I can't even pin an accent.
I don't know what accent this is anymore. You have 3 different accents.
This is insane. Stop. It's like a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
It's a
It's a
nightmare.
nightmare.
He's like, may I?
Okay, anyway.
No,
You're not playing a kid
Yeah,
anymore.
no, that was horrifying.
It's horrifying.
But as Bobby, as a parent, you have to be poker face, even if you think it's shit.
Oh, okay.
You gotta be like, hey,
Bring back-
thank you for this.
That's your comb?
Yes, my breath.
You keep that in your
Bruh.
pocket.
You put that in your pocket?
How goes?
Oh.
What else is in that pocket? What else?
What brand is that? We?
No, it's the wet one. It's the wet brush.
Oh, wet brush, okay.
What? Let me see.
Yeah.
You got a Louis Vuitton wallet? Is it? Real?
No, a guy from Chinatown.
Okay, Chinatown Market. Oh, the brand.
No.
Oh,
No,
because
actually
there's a
Chinatown.
brand they had to actually get rid of the term Chinatown. It was offensive to the Chinese.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's just called Market
Yeah.
now.
Let's
They just got rid of the whole like brand. And just
Let's
called-
go to a Dune 2 review now.
Two.
Welcome to Dune 2 Review Show, starring the cast of the Bobby Lee podcast. Ty-
That's so funny. You know what's weird? Am I funnier than you thought?
Dude.
I'm being stupid.
But
wait.
no, can I just say that's right?
But no.
I know you don't like compliments.
Well, let's not do it then.
Yeah, but okay, let's move on.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
First of all, can I just say this?
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
You do? You know what's weird? I got to be honest with you. Like it's just so much time has gone by. You've known me a long time, and just to have cool people like you say that, it's strange. You know, it's strange to me.
You know, I'll say this. I know some people, you know what I mean? I know people that aren't in the stand-up comedy world. That podcast, they don't do it that well, but you feel like a stand-up comedian to me in terms of your timing, in terms of just your voice, and you get comedy, and it just feels like that.
Well, thank you.
That's the last fucking compliment you'll
more.
ever fucking get.
What about my hair? I'm obsessed with stand-up. I could never do it. I will never do it.
Yeah.
But I study you guys. And girls. I watched you guys. You know, through Saget. I mean, I learned so much from Bob, but also I got to be, you know, like Shandling. I became friends with, and a lot of these, you know, this is great. And Dave was very, very funny too. I don't know if you know Kuye, but he's extremely funny.
yeah,
as
you
well.
know, yeah.
I would watch the way they would work these Rolodex they keep in their, you know, in their heads, and where they would go, and then I just study you guys, the timing, the brilliant. I mean, he's really. You both extremely funny. But I watch this guy go. Where's he getting this stuff? Where is he? I mean, he's so well read too, and he can. You know, he can ad lib for 2 or 3 hours. You've heard his podcast.
Got to find unknown
Patreon.
comedians.
That's another 2 hours. But
Just take it.
But I love this craft of it. I love the science of comedy. And he, you know, I'll hit him up for jokes and stuff, and he'll send me something that's like perfect. You know. Anyway, so.
But he's
I'm a fan.
already funny. I mean, I've known him for 25 years. I was telling Giannis this earlier. When I first met him, about 2 weeks into when I met him, he goes, "Are you married?" And I said, "I'm actually getting married in a month." And he goes, "Oh, you met me at the wrong time."
I don't understand that.
I
I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that.
Yeah, I feel like he would be fun. Like,
Oh,
if he
yeah.
was single and I was single, oh my god.
No,
I think
I'm
my dick would be like scarred, like Purple Heart. You know what I mean? Like, it would awards or
That's
whatever.
what people
Yeah.
think, but I'm not. Well, it's kind of not that fun, was it?
There'd be a lot of.
You were fun. You were fun. There were a few times my wife and kids would go out of town, and just to go out for the weekend, I'd call him and go, "Hey, they're out of town," and it's a little fantasy camp for the weekend.
Right,
you go
right,
out, you
right.
have fun. Yeah. It's
Somebody,
a
one
fun
guy
time.
said, he goes, "I want to be you for 2 days a week."
Yeah.
But when, one day we went out, we had fun, not crazy, but we stayed up pretty late, and we were like, you know, we didn't, you know, we were good boys. We were both married, but you know, it's something. I said, something bad's gonna happen to us. I said, what? I said, something bad. I said, what do you mean? Karma. You know, so we do something bad. We do some bad things.
Yeah.
He says, what? Well, if you do something good, yeah, good things will come here. Son of a bitch goes off and writes Earl and leaves me out of the money.
Yeah, that's the story he tells. He tells everybody he came up with my name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So let me just ask you something.
Yeah.
Karma-wise. Right? John Stamos gives you a TV show.
Yeah.
And you stole it?
Just like you think you fired me, and it's good to let you believe that.
Yeah.
We'll let him believe that he came up with the idea for my.
You know what I love about
Why
Greg?
not? Why not?
Greg does that position in Hollywood that like does everything but gets none of the credit.
Right.
And he's also like a very big deal, but his position is like he has to explain it. He walks in and you're just like, who's this guy? He's got like, well, I've actually done this and that and that. It's underappreciated.
It's funny because they were like Stamos is going to crash Tiger Belly today. And I go, oh, I love Tiger Belly. I got the T-shirt. I go, I love Tiger Belly. They go, you should come. I go, so we're gonna walk in and be like Giannis and John Stamos and this fucking guy. Look at this. I go, I want to be this fucking guy.
You are that guy.
I know.
Yeah, you're still that guy. But my point is that what a wonderful surprise.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I know.
You
It's
clearly
delightful,
aren't that
isn't
guy.
it?
He's one of the most valued men in show business. I mean, you know, showrunners. Like there's 10
Yeah,
great
they do
ones. And
everything,
he's one of them. He doesn't give a shit about money. He doesn't give a shit. Like if he wants to do it, he does it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But he's just the coolest bitchinest guy. I knew they would love to see you.
Yeah, can you
I told
imagine
He
if
wanted to
they-
be sitting in the
I was
car.
at Nobu. I was at Nobu the other night.
Stop
right?
bragging.
I was at Nobu.
Okay.
I got a dessert, and it's a shaved ice thing, and they drizzle some fucking thing over it, right? I got standard, right? I was eating in the middle of this though was this condensed milk. That's what you are.
Oh, thank you.
I was wondering where you were going. You know, I say I study
I
comedy.
know what you're saying. The condensed milk is the star of the show.
Is the star of the show.
There you go.
You don't know what's there, right?
It couldn't be
It's
whiter.
a surprise. White as fuck. White as fuck.
Yeah.
And like Garcia, what the fuck? But yeah. The name doesn't fit. But my point is that you're the surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He named his third kid Trace.
Trace Garcia.
Yeah, 3.
The third kid.
He's a character.
We went for a joke.
Yeah.
He's a guy who he doesn't seem like you're right. The cream in the middle. Like he drove a Firebird for like Dukes of Hazzard kind of car, or what was it? Smoking the Bandit car he bought. He does stuff. But here's this guy. Here's how cool he is. He got when the writer's strike was going on. He gets a job at Burger King, right? And he works there for a while. And he gives away. He wants to give away $50,000, and he gives it to one of the janitor girls there. Just to be, well, I mean, you could tell the story better. I mean, that's a
Really good story. Tell it, please.
Well,
That was basically
Can
it.
you punch that up for
Wait.
him?
So you work at a fucking hamburger place?
Worked
Why?
at Burger King during
Why?
because for a while
For a joke?
Well, not really a joke. For a while, I wanted to try to work at different minimum wage jobs and write a book about it.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
just like move from job to job, and then like it was $10,000. So at the end of each job, I would give somebody $10,000 and move to the next job. But I was always working, right? I was always working on TV shows, so I couldn't do it. But then when the strike came, I gave it a shot, did it at Burger King, and
isn't that nice?
you know, I never wrote the
amazing.
book, but I did the experience. It was
What
fun.
about, and then he would, when he was writing Yes Dear, or which one was it? He would go away to these cabins to write for the weekend. Am I boring you, Bobby?
No, I like it. No, this is me. What do you mean?
No, you did.
I shake my head.
No.
Yeah. You are boring me.
Yeah, everything. And I'm talking about him, that's why.
Yeah.
He would go away, he would write these, so in the guest book, he would, and you have to tell this better, obviously, but he'd write this long, like, I love staying here, but, you know, my twin brother came and he cut one of my testicles off, like this crazy story. And then the next person would come and read, you know, the thing. Explain it a little better.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. And then I turned it into then I turned it into a TV show. We did it as a TV show on TBS called The Guest Book. So we did it was a different anthology every week. And
Right.
just did
But give a good example of one of the stories that you would leave behind.
You do stuff like, two guys got into a fight, and then they talked about the fight, and then one of them took a fork and stuck the other guy in the eye, but they put the fork back in the drawer, so be careful with the forks. Maybe you want to wash them. Just to freak the
That's really good.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. So you have this Amazon thing going.
Yeah.
Right? So you can only run one show at a time?
No.
Yeah, I've had 2 shows on there at the same time, but I like to just have one show.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you
because I end up because I write them all, direct them all, the whole thing.
Right, but then I just want to ask you
You're
something.
gonna beg Greg now for your other project? I knew it.
No, I'm not begging.
Hey, Giannis,
No, I'm
know he would take this thunder away from both of us.
Who, Greg? I know.
Wait,
right? Yeah.
you guys have a show?
You brought up the
No.
stories. I think enough condensed milk. You know, you can only have so much
Right.
milk. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you can't take on anything else.
He's not doing anything now.
right now, no.
He can take your show.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see. We're going to do a second season of.
But if you don't, you're open.
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's good to know.
Yeah, I want to see who's on. Like you know how teams trade away. They have contracts. I don't know anything about
Free agent. He's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Free agent. That's what I meant. That's what I wanted.
Speaking of free agents, is there water here or like a
Get
sparkling
fucking water, dude.
Yeah, I love
Or-
that you
What the
gave me
fuck?
one.
No,
Is
there's
that
one
a-
right there.
Is there a red? Is it a Red Bull?
Red Bull?
Is it,
What you want flow or you want that?
what has caffeine?
Oh, you get him a caffeine.
Do you mind? I'll
You have
get
caffeine?
it if you just tell me where it is.
No, we'll get it.
Bobby, are you sober now? Yeah.
I'm sober again. Yeah.
Me too. 7,
No,
How
7
long?
years.
7 years.
Oh, that's fucking. Now, do you?
But that's the difference in you. I want to say I'm not being shitty here. I'm not. It's not a whole thing about sobriety and everything. But I in the past when are you crying?
Yeah.
In the past, he might be crying. Do you need a hug?
No.
Okay, good.
Get him something.
In the past, I was find you so funny and so talented, but I don't know if you remember, but I would say hi or talk to you, and you were kind of, like a little
Standoffish and weird.
weird,
Aloof.
You were not.
Just like kind
Big-
of
Eccentric.
Lights are on, but no one's home. You're not connecting with. You were difficult to connect with. But I think that's more of an ADHD thing. He's started meds not too long ago, and it's been kind of a
Good.
game changer.
What are you on?
Ritalin.
But you're really a little bit of a different person. We didn't spend much time. Do you even remember meeting me ever?
1,000 times. Yeah.
Oh, you know. But
But I think you got it twisted.
it's a
man.
compliment.
It's a compliment,
at the end of the day.
and bonjour. But my
Thank
point
you.
is this. I don't know what that means. But touche, I meant touche, and bonjour.
Why would it?
Yeah. Touche and bonjour. So what I'm saying to you is,
John is so high.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Hey,
I
doesn't know where he's
John,
at.
the La Colombe coffee is delicious.
It's got a
dear.
foamy thing.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's got a foamy thing.
That one.
You want? Did you?
Yeah,
I got one.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Yanni,
Did you
we're
get-
stealing
get him a.
No, this is fun.
Is there one right there?
Yeah.
Oh, there you got one.
That's
Yeah.
very nice. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you'll love it.
What were you saying, Bobby?
what I'm saying is that when this is what I'm being better at. Okay, is when I see this is gonna sound so fucking gross, but when I see people that I recognize from.
I think we have the truth is the aversion to Mendocino Farms and you comes from something very specific that you're not aware of.
I believe that.
I want to make you aware of
Oh,
now.
please.
Yes, please.
So there was this one time when Bobby and I had just heard really bad news about a house that we wanted. We fell in love with a home, and when they did the inspections, they basically said, this home is sliding off a cliff and you cannot live here. So we parked at Mendocino Farms, right? And we were both really bummed out and crying.
Yes.
Because we had put all our eggs on that basket. And then from a distance, we hear your voice and you're like, Bobby, like this. And I'm crying in the car. He's not feeling well. And then he goes up to you and says, hey, dude, we're just going to have a quick bite. Don't really want to hang out because we've had a bad day, right? So we sit far away in Mendocino Farms. You didn't listen to the instructions and then you came over.
I remember
anyways.
this.
Yeah. And then from then on, I have to tell you. That
I'm so glad.
My favorite.
Yeah.
This is my favorite thing in the world.
And I think from then on, there was a connection to feeling that bad, and then your face hovering over our lunch during Mendocino Farm.
Obnoxious.
So I think from then on, it was like, no, we are not going to go to Mendocino Farms with you.
Yeah, in fact, the other day you got Mendocino Farms, and I think I equate Mendocino Farms with
With
that
Rick
incident with
Glassman.
Rick Glassman.
So I
can't even
I'll
eat
let
there
the, I'll
anymore.
let the gift wrapping thing slide. I also like Rick. You've asked me 50 times to come on the podcast, and I said no. Read it. I've messaged you a lot, not about the podcast. I even said, you know what? It's not worth being defensive. Even though, as you read it, you realized I asked you a couple of times, and most of it was trying to connect. For better or worse, that was the intention. Now, I will tell you when I saw you there, Bobby didn't come up to me and said, hey, we're having a hard time. Bobby came up to me and my friend, who you call Johnny Boom Booms, and we're making we're making jokes and goofing around and being playful. I didn't know that something was bad until afterwards when you clued me in on it. And I remember this very well. I remember feeling like, oh, I'm embarrassed I didn't pick up on that, but I was not told that. And as soon as that happened, I backed up. So I'll apologize for not picking up on the cues and being annoying because I am annoying.
He should also be. He should also apologize for not cluing you in on the fact that we were having a bad day.
Also for not letting you know. But what's the priority there? I get that. But here we are, a year and a half later. You have this idea of me, and the truth is, this fucking idiot just came over, and instead of saying we're having a bad day, he went, "Oh, I got a little dick," and I'm thinking, play, and now I'm annoying you when your house just fell off.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm the one who asked for you yesterday.
Cheers.
You are not on my bad side at all.
Cheers.
So, did I not say?
True.
Have
Yes.
Rick Glassman.
True.
Yes.
Now, more backstory. When we were at the Comedy Store years ago, Bobby and I were talking, and Bobby, I'm not past at the Comedy Store, and everybody has their obstacles, and that's fine. But I talked with Bobby about it. Bobby, you were the only person to ever go and talk to them about that. That doesn't mean that anything came from it. Excuse me. But like
3 times. 3 times.
Yeah, and I have friends that are I'm closer with that are, the same, like, we're at the Comedy Store level that never did that. I never asked them to. I didn't ask you to. You just offered it. It was great. It was very nice. And afterwards, we had the only connected conversation we ever had. And one of the things you said to me was that everybody has their own obstacles. You talked about yours, blah, 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 blah. In that same conversation, you told me, no, this was another time outside of the Comedy Store, sitting in the same spot. So I brought this up to you, and you said, listen, Rick, because I asked you to do the podcast for the first time, and you said, you have to ask me all the time. I don't respond to texts. If you really want me to do something, just text me all the time. I now have that as a tool in my tool belt, not for everybody. I have people that I check in because it's a fucking pain in the ass to book people. I have people that I check in, I try to read it because I don't want to bother them, but I also want to keep asking, where I go quarterly, literally every 3 or 4 months, I follow up. Some people every month. For you, I just keep hitting you because you told me to.
Okay, you're right. And you're right. You're right. I apologize.
Thank you.
I'll
Be right back.
No, we're not doing that. But I did tell you to keep hitting me up, and that's actually what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so
Because I listened.
You listened, but I do have to say that I have gone to bat for you, right, in front of Adam,
I know.
and try to give him the argument, right? And I don't think that I would have done that if I didn't really see your talent.
Thank you.
I really think that you have a specific talent that's necessary in comedy. You're not necessarily a traditional stand-up, right? But you're very creative on stage. You're naturally interesting and very funny, you know, and you have a weird, you know, neurotic, defensive energy, which I like, you know. You do. You have a neurotic, defensive energy.
I'll tell you, that's a bait if I've ever heard one.
You're right. And
You're right, Bobby.
And you have this OCD thing, you know, which I
Yeah,
like.
what is that? Why not just say OCD instead of treat it like it's a joke?
Because
While
this-
we're trying to be serious.
No, because this is OCD for sign language.
OCD for sign language
Yeah.
is this.
That's what I was trying to do, but I have carpal tunnel. So you're trying to make fun of my disease.
It's not a disease. It's an ailment.
Yeah, you're trying to make fun of my disease. I was trying to do this, but I can't because it hurts so fucking bad.
Is this?
So I do it.
How is this going?
Yeah, it's going well.
It's going.
This is
it's going
phenomenal.
well.
Why? Why would you ask that?
Because you know,
Are you sweating?
sometimes you walk into a conversation with people and their house just fell off a cliff and I don't pick up on it. So I'm trying to just check it.
I have to be honest with you. I think this has been a very delightful conversation since the beginning. I think it's chaos. I think it's entertaining.
Yep.
This is very difficult for me to admit, but there is a part of me, albeit small, that thinks, why didn't we have this guy on sooner? You know, he just doesn't have the name necessarily, but he has the skill, and he does have something very specific that he does that I enjoy.
I got Will Smith on mine.
That's true.
That's what my next question is. You went through lengths, right? You're very crafty, very smart, magical person. You knew exactly what steps to take to get Will Smith on your show. It didn't dawn on you to just ask me.
I want to check the DMs because I know I did, and there's a chance that I deleted it, which I do sometimes when I feel like someone may have seen. Let me before I hold on. Let me look
Yeah.
to see.
For those, and this Claudia's going to hate
But I
it,
have asked you.
but for those
You have?
listening,
Yeah, for sure.
for those listening, the easiest way to get to my heart is to harass Kalila. So anyone listening right now, that's the way to do it.
No, but
Damn.
if I deleted it, if I deleted it, that would have been the reason. After messaging you so much,
Other comics listening,
No,
Yeah,
absolutely
the
not.
only way to my heart is through
unsent it.
Kalila.
I unsent it. I sent it, and then every now and then, when I go to people's, like I say, I follow up every now and then, and I see how long ago I messaged someone. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember contemplating if I should. And it was something to do with I messaged Bobby a bunch, and then like you, and I was going to message you again, but we don't know each other, and I was like, ew, and I unsent. But I 100% asked.
Are there other comics that you have tried to get on your podcast that have said no?
Yes.
And does that hurt you?
No.
So I think that's another thing that I admire about you is you don't, if, for some reason, rejection or those kind of things, they don't really hurt you, do they? They hurt me.
Breakups have been painful for me.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, because I remember.
What hurts you?
Yeah, what does hurt you?
Because it seems like you are very like a guy who would just let shit slide off your shoulders.
I have pretty bad anxiety, and there's a lot of things I try and control that are maybe small to some people that affect me a lot. I don't know if it's because I exhaust myself from those things, or it's just a double-edged sword that has its pros and cons. But things that I try and control so much, things that I've accepted that are out of my control, it's easier to accept that they're out of my control, and it doesn't really affect me the same way as something like, oh no, could I have, you know what I mean? So
What's the last thing that made you cry?
I mean, I cry all the time.
Are you being real?
Yeah, I cry all the time.
Oh, you guys are similar. He cries every day. Yeah, about
Don't
something.
say, don't
Yeah.
say that.
Well, it's a good thing. I think
Yeah, but
crying's
not every
good.
day.
It's cathartic.
Not every day. I do cry, but not every day.
I've been crying every day. I've been crying every day.
But do you cry over like the state of the world or personal things?
I'm not always in touch with it, but I do know when I'm watching, definitely maybe, or some movie that I've seen a million times or whatever, at parts that aren't that aren't like hitting me that much, I know that it's a trigger for something. Like I'm just breaking. So the world, and also it's not that selfless. It's just the way the world is affecting me. It's just fucking hard right now.
But you do have like real ailments. You have the OCD, and then
My OCD has been bad.
But then you have something else. What is it?
Arthritis and TMJ disorder.
I have TMJ really bad.
What's TMJ?
Temporomandibular joint.
You have that
Joint, excuse me. Yeah,
real.
it's bad. It's bad now.
Mine's bad.
Do you
use gua sha? It's that jade kind of like this device.
I know what you're talking about. No.
Oh, just push it on there.
I got a TENS machine. Doesn't that do the same thing?
Probably. Do you have the pain because you clench?
So yeah, I got a retainer.
So you got and the mouth guard?
I got the mouth guard, not a retainer.
Yeah.
The mouth guard in March I could barely get the toothbrush in.
Yeah.
Suck about and I was translating. And I actually stuttered, and then I realized that joke may have hurt your feelings while we were being serious. So I'm sorry.
What were you going to say? Talk about what?
Sorry.
Talk about what? I want to get the racial...
It wasn't a racial joke.
I want to get the racial joke in there.
No, that was the joke that I meant to say was talk about getting an executive at NBC's dick in my mouth because you were talking about the blowing thing. But I hesitated because I didn't want to then like use his name. So I stumbled over it.
Yeah.
And then it made it just sound like, what you speak. And I couldn't.
Which is now that
Korean.
was the racial. But I don't speak Korean.
Well, you should learn it. It's your heritage.
That's true.
Yeah.
Please continue.
So I couldn't get the toothbrush in my mouth for a little bit. Now
Yeah.
I could get the toothbrush in. A lot of pain.
I can't even wear headphones like that over the years. I
'Cause of
gotta do
clenching.
these. No, just because the pain afterwards, my face gets swollen.
But your pain is exaggerated from the clenching?
It's not the teeth on teeth clenching. It's the doing this when because I have severe anxiety and sweating and all that. So I do this a lot. Like I just do the mouth.
But I think in your case, Rick, it's
Yeah,
a lot
same.
of...
That's what I thought it was.
Is it stress?
it's stress.
Is it
It's
you going,
anxiety.
oh, my life. Why am I so neurotic?
Yeah, not necessarily those words.
Yeah, but why am I me?
Yes.
Yeah, that type of thing.
So Betty would tell me that I'm grinding hard in sleep, and I believe her. But the past couple months, I've noticed me when I get in, like kind of zoning out a little bit, I'm catching myself doing. It's like, fuck, is that what I'm doing all the time?
That's what I do.
And I fractured a tooth a little bit from it. But what affects me? Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. When asking guests and stuff, what hurts? Yeah. It's not when I ask somebody and they say no. It's the thing that caused me, in a small version, but to erase the message, which is I grew up not picking up social cues, but I didn't know that I was bad at it. I just thought I know what I know. And when somebody would say, and I've talked about this on my podcast before, but I remember I used to call my friend David every week, and every week he couldn't because of work or school or his mom wouldn't let him or whatever it was. And I just, he just can't this week. And I kept trying.
Yeah.
I never felt bullied. I never felt not included.
Wow.
But I wasn't, and I didn't realize that until I'm like at least mid-20s. I wasn't included. And it wasn't like, I don't have a chip on my shoulder. It's not, the kids, not everybody could say, hey, here was the issue. We were having a hard time. You weren't listening to us, and it put a sour taste in my mouth. Let's try and resolve it. Not everybody as adults had that, let alone a kid.
Yep.
So I grew up, and I realized, I always thought I was this funny guy that everybody liked because I like me, and my mom applauds me.
Yeah.
And I realized, I annoyed everybody. So I now know I could bother people, and I recognize there's a line, and I'm getting better at it, but I don't know when I'm crossing it. So when I message somebody a couple of times, right? I've had Blake Griffin on my podcast. We've done a few podcasts together. Blake Griffin is a NBA All-Star and my Avenger. You know what I mean? Like these are superheroes.
Yeah.
Whoa, Blake's friends with me. I'm friends with Blake. He's not friends with me. You know what I mean? Like he likes me enough to do my podcast, but I'm Blake. You know what I mean? Like I want him in my life.
Yeah.
And I like blew it with him at one point. We started a podcast together, and then I did something that I don't need to get into. I talked about it. It doesn't matter. And then later we rekindled and we became fine. But like when I find out that somebody doesn't like me because of something I did and I don't know what I did, that embarrassment and shame is like, it's not that, he doesn't like me. It's, I'm annoying.
But are you like me, where like there are
No.
incidences? Are you like me, like there are incidences in your past where you, in retrospect, you behaved in a way that you're not really that proud of, and you think about those incidences all the time, or can you let it go? Because for me, it plays like an old tape, you know. Like I'll think, why did I fucking do that? Why did I do that? I wish I didn't do that.
Do you ever do it where like you start to mouth off, you start to say out loud what you would have said instead?
Yes, I do that all the time.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break to talk about one of our favorite sponsors.
BetterHelp. Guys, Kalila and I just had therapy today. We love BetterHelp. It's helped our relationship. I also do solo therapy. It's really helping my life out, especially in this pandemic. Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online.
There is a broad range of expertise available which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide, though.
I love it.
You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy.
And baby, can I tell you why I love BetterHelp? It's affordable. It's way more affordable than traditional offline counseling. And guess the kicker right here.
What's the kicker?
Financial aid is available. Go ahead.
Oh, come on.
Close it out, Gilbert.
Come on. BetterHelp wants you to start
Come on,
living
baby.
a happier life today. Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Visit betterhelp.com/belly. That's better, H-E-L-P, and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. Special offer for Tiger Belly listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/belly. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, I got a great anecdote. Less than 60 seconds. Bobby, do I have your permission?
It's like a doctor.
We'll be right back with a word from Marshall Rug Gallery. If you're looking for just the right flooring, you need choices. And at Marshall Carpet One, you'll certainly find them. And we're back. I remember being at Disney World when I was, let's say, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. And I was there with a family friend, my mom's friend, and my friend, her son, right? And I have a weird thing with
Start
lying.
over. I honestly,
It's okay. The audience heard
just
it.
give me a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I'll be honest with you. What's going on?
I know what's going on.
I've tuned out.
Of course.
No. Don't say of course.
But
you didn't know that.
On my podcast, you literally, you fell asleep multiple times.
No, but right now, I'll be honest with you. I just don't know what the fuck is going on. So I was just trying to be honest with you. So
Should I stop?
No,
Should I
go
stop?
from the rug thing. Start that thing over.
Well, we're not going to edit that out. Now we finally hear you being
I want
honest
the
for
rug thing in there. His dad
That's
owns a rug
thing.
store. It's one of the best rugs on
I
planet.
go on my podcast. It started as I guess it's a joke, but I cut to commercial and I cut to my dad's rug store commercial. I do the VO on it. It's a few seconds. It's just a joke.
Okay.
I've been going on other people's podcasts.
Tell me the
trying to get
story.
my
So
dad's
years ago, tell me the
commercial
story. I'm going to be completely with you.
I
Go
thought
ahead.
as a trio, we're very seizure-inducing.
on. As a trio, we're very seizure-inducing. Who says that?
I think it's entertaining.
I think that between the three of us,
Yeah.
we could really cause a lot of seizures in people.
No, I think it's entertaining.
Should we do our another podcast? Call it Seizures. We'll just do it for a few months until I get my subscribers up.
He's like, how do I get more ad space?
Yeah.
Let me tell this anecdote.
Okay. Go, so start from the beginning.
All
Do the rug, and then go.
You look to camera, snap, and say, "And we're back."
And
Otherwise-
we're back.
Snap and say, "And we're back." We come.
And we're back.
Jesus. So, lying is a very difficult thing for me. It's not a moral decision. It's just something that I'm wired with. I just can't do it, and it just doesn't feel like it's worth it. When I was a kid, it was a very obsessive thing, and I would tell my mom everything I did and everything I thought. There was a moment where I went, the kid Michael went to the bathroom. His mom Kathy went to the bathroom, and I'm 7. As I'm walking to the bathroom, I remember picturing when she goes to the bathroom, she's going to pull her pants down. I wonder if she's going to get naked. I pictured her naked. Oh, no. I went pee, I went back, and I told my mom, like I was admitting to her that I fucked dad. Like, you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you, but I have to tell you. And I'm emotional about it, and I don't understand what's wrong with me. And I tell her that I felt this stuff, and it felt so good to let her know. And she said some big moment for me. She said, Rick, I'm so glad that you felt safe to come to me with that. You could tell me anything you ever want to tell me. I want you to know that everybody has weird thoughts. There's nothing wrong with it. It's 100% natural. Think whatever you want to think. You don't have to tell me if you don't want. That was from that. It changed everything, but also it's like, oh, you think things. You think things that are bad. You think like, I'm picturing Bobby naked now because I've seen it. You just picture stuff. Who gives a shit? You don't have to, you don't owe everybody what you're feeling.
It's funny because I've done the same thing with my parents growing up, but they don't fully understand they don't know English that well. So I think I told them personal things knowing that they wouldn't be able to fully grasp what I was saying. Like when I got sober my junior year in high school, I would say something like, oh yeah, I jerked off to a Hustler magazine out in the field, and I came all over a rock. All they hear is rock, came, right, and it's a jerking motion.
Well, that's
They
really
can't
the
put it all
important
together.
stuff.
That's all-
Oh, they don't
that's
know
all
what
you
that
need,
means.
though.
They don't really know what it means, so and my dad will go, okay.
So did you tell them on purpose, knowing that they wouldn't know?
Yeah, you could just say things to, immigrant, my parents.
That still seems like a safe place, though.
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good. Dad, I think I'm an incel. I think you fucked me up because you're so ugly and mom's so pretty and you fucked me up genetically.
Is your mom really
I
pretty?
think, I mean, if my mom has a nice jawline, you think my mom's cute, but pretty, right?
Yeah.
Just cross eyes, but that, who,
Who what? I noticed that.
what?
Your mom's not cross-eyed.
Is she?
She, what, you know that she was.
She was, and then she got the surgery for
but
it.
still one
What
goes.
surgery do you have for a cross eye? Is this a patch?
I think it's like you just no. I think you just like strengthen a muscle back there.
Yeah, you shrunk the muscle.
Yeah, with a patch to force it to.
I think that's for astigmatism.
But she literally had surgery on her
The
eye.
patch, because my friend
had
has astigmatism, and he has
She had
to wear
eye
the
surgery.
patch.
She had eye surgery.
I think that as an exercise on the podcast, off the podcast, you call your friend and you say that you wrote those things and you're ashamed of them and they weren't even about her, but I'm just trying to figure some stuff out.
She's gonna unfriend me. She's like, "Are you on drugs?" She's gonna be like, "Who gives a shit? We were fucking 19 years old." Rick, that was just a really poor example.
She's not going to do
That
it.
was a poor example.
Okay.
There are other things.
She's not gonna
that,
do
You want me to call her?
You want to call her?
She's not going to do it.
Who?
Whatever he's saying to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I really
Being
don't know what
ashamed
we're
of your 18-year-old self.
Well, being ashamed of everything. Shame is just one of those things that us Asians carry forever.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't get it.
Yeah, it's something that
You don't get
Well, then there's
You don't
nothing.
get it. Your
Then
feeble
why
mind
why complain about
Can't
it?
get it.
we're not complaining
Shut the
about it.
fuck
We're
up, man.
sharing. We're sharing with you what hurts us.
Oh no.
What an interesting guy you are.
We've hit a wall.
No, we
I
haven't.
think this is it.
This is not it.
This is it.
This is three mind. These are three.
I'll tell you something. If
we all do it?
if we weren't in this thing, I would love to do what we do on my podcast. And when we snap, we switch chairs and everything. But you can't commit to
Yeah,
that. Right?
you know what I do want to do though is when the pandemic's over.
Not
and
during a
I'm gonna.
pandy.
I promise you this. Okay, I promise you this, Glassy. First of all, I call him John Boom Boom. Your friend. Remember you at Mendocino Farms, John Boom Boom.
Yeah,
What's his last name?
John DeWalt.
What? How did I get Boom?
Because you have.
I know. No, I know why. I know why.
Boom is a boxer.
No, I know why. Boom Chicago. Was he ever in Boom Chicago?
Yes, he was.
improv.
That's why I call him that.
Wow,
John Boom Boom.
that's great.
Yeah. But when you said it, you call my friend John Boom Boom as if I was some sort of fucking psychopath. There's a reason why I call people stuff.
This needs to get better now.
What?
what?
This. I need people to want to come and see.
Yeah. It's good.
I think that something.
It's already
happened-
good.
When I gave you this book,
Yeah.
I don't think you. I think you took it with a little confusion.
I didn't.
No.
I know. You know what? I appreciate Justin Timberlake for his for his artistry and
He has
his
really blue
slip ups
eyes.
with his wife.
Yeah.
his
You
new
appreciate the
baby.
slip ups?
I do. I appreciate slip ups of humans. I'm all about. I'm interested in the growth and learning. I like when people fall through cracks and come out of it better.
May I say,
Yes.
if you could feel that way about
About
yourself
myself.
as you do others,
Thanks, Rick.
Thank
Full
you.
circle.
Thank you,
I
Rick.
feel it.
we'll be right back.
Thank you for your time. What an interesting
Where am
hour.
I?
What an
Very
interesting
good.
What an interesting hour. Very good.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah. At the end of our podcast, we do a thing called unhelpful advice.
Was it really? Oh man, you know what? There was one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about,
What the heck?
and we never get.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah. All right.
Did you forget?
No, it's just something that's going on right now. That
Go ahead, go ahead.
That would be interesting because you have medical expertise, and it would just. Be
I
like
don't.
Oh well, then.
Well, no, just try. Let's give it a try.
So I've been dealing with some medical stuff with my hormones being very all over the place, all my hormones, and I've been seeing doctors and MRIs and CAT scans and all these things. And recently, I went to a whatever the penis doctor is for fertility and stuff, who has a specialty in endocrinology, especially with testosterone. Not all hormones, but testosterone. And he wasn't sure, and I have to go to a geneticist for more tests and stuff, but I'm just taking my time because of the world. And he told me that a lot of Ashkenazi Jews, not a lot of, but of this condition that he's about to tell me of, the majority of them are Ashkenazi Jews. I don't remember the name of it, but it's something where I'm a man and a woman, not a hermaphrodite. It's something else. I'm a woman. I'm not a man and a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a penis, and which is totally fine, and I support that.
This is how it starts.
But it was just like, well, I'm not a woman.
Hormonally, on paper, is what they're saying.
Is his hypothesis?
They were sex addicts.
Yeah, I mean there were addicts of.
So
all
the red, that whole thing, the red, yellow. I had to write that chart as well.
Right,
Yeah.
the circle plan.
Right. Exactly.
And is that curtailed to each person? Like
Yeah.
what that looks like? Okay.
For sure.
So,
So some people will have, like, if I act out with pornography, that's relapse. Other people, not so much. Like for me, that would be the yellow light behavior, even though I just don't fuck with
Got
porno.
it.
But for me, it was like going to strip clubs was not in the thing. And then my therapist or my counselor was like, no, that should be in the red. I go, why? Because he was telling me that because by you partaking in that, right, these women, not all, but most,
There's some.
right, or some, right, also are people who are victims of trauma, right? And it's just you're feeding into that, cycle, right? And so I remember putting that into that. Porn was in that, and
The banana massage parlor.
what's the banana massage?
Is that a rub and tug?
Yeah, the rub and tug.
Which one's that one?
Which one's that?
You want the address or what?
Is there one called the banana massage? I thought you were promoting one. I'm like, is that on Fairfax?
No, the massage joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny with the massage joints? Before I met you, my friend and I,
Saying that.
Yeah,
yes,
before-
that's
my friend and I, right? He's like, we should just do it right now. Like, I've never done it before. So we went to a place, and a place that he normally goes to, and there was a gate, and he had to ring it. You had to do a buzzer, and then hello, and a woman looked through the window, and she goes, no. She looked at me, and she goes, no. Then we went to another place, same thing happened, no.
But did she say yes?
Yeah, because he had been to both places. So I thought, I look like a narc. Do I look like a narc?
I wonder because it's such a predominantly Asian thing, like massage parlors.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You look like my brother.
Right.
Right.
Maybe it's the Asian model minority myth. They don't want to see you go down like that.
Maybe.
They're okay seeing the white man go down, but not our brother.
How horrifying.
That could be it. That could be it. Or maybe they don't want to be. They don't want you to see them doing that.
Shame, yeah.
Shame.
How horrifying would it be if you see this, right? Someone open up a curtain and you go, Mom? It was your mom. That would be a nightmare.
Worst.
Right? Because then I would have to get in there and just try to fix it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jerk off my friend, Mom.
But yeah, congratulations to us, man. Congratulations to us. Isn't it great? Like to not have like all of the attendant fucking stress of like, and dude, with me, I was just like one of these fucking jerks where, like I'm super into the girl and then like I hook up with them and I'm not into him anymore.
Yeah.
Like that whole, it was just like sociopathic, this fucking pattern of like, pouring on the charm, this like and really feeling like infatuated with the woman and pouring on the charm, roping her in. It was just like the equivalent of just being like misleading and exploitative and then neglectful and then abandoning, like it was just fucked up, man. And the shame that I would have, like when I went through that cycle, it's like, oh, here I burned someone, like
Yeah.
I just burned someone with the ghost routine. Like I would feel my self-esteem was just fucking non-existent.
Yeah.
And I think that whenever we're in a position where we are feeling victimized or resentful, it's a really helpful thing to be able to put yourself in the shoes of the person towards you feeling resentful.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break to share one of our favorite sponsors with you.
Quip, quip, quip. Listen, guys, without Quip, my teeth would be like Steve-O. Like full-blown Steve-O. I mean, Kalila, be real. I started brushing 10 times more because I have Quip. It's the fun. I know it's working. That's why. When I feel it on my teeth, I know it's working. Mm-hmm. It's a smart electric toothbrush, guys, right? And it's futuristic. It has the best also toothpaste with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's in either mint or watermelon flavor. Who fucking does watermelon flavors?
You can also use the Quip smart brush with the app and with Bluetooth. You can track when and how well you brush, get tips and coaching to improve your habits, earn points for daily brushing. You like points, right?
I love points, man.
You can earn them with Quip.
I love getting Quip points. Tell them more, Gil.
Hey guys, if you also love getting Quip points, start getting rewards for brushing your teeth today. Go to getquip.com/belly right now to get your first refill free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/belly. Spelled GETQUIP.com/belly. Quip, better oral health, made simple and rewarding. Enjoy the rest of the show.
For me, is when I behave in that way, either when I act out sexually with pornography, or when because you know that I had relapsed 10 months ago.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I have 10 months sober now. But I relapsed a year ago. Went out for a couple of months. Yeah.
When you just like smoked weed, like once, or did you like go really out off the deep end?
No, I just smoked weed every day, all day long for like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and then one day I was back in this house, and she was here. She met me when I was sober, and now she's seeing me. You know what I mean? Fully in my disease.
Strange, but he had also lost like 30 pounds in 1 month.
Yeah,
and
I
he
look
was
terrible.
doing non-weed-like behavior. He was like lining up our chimney with weird paraphernalia. And I was like, I have nothing against weed per se. I just didn't think that he was acting like a pothead. He was acting like a junkie. It was so strange to me.
This was when your father died?
My father died, and then and then one day I was back there, and I had smoked. I woke up at like 9 a.m. and I smoked all day long. And I have we have weed dispensaries, so I had, ask anybody, I had 50 jars full of the high-end weed.
So much.
And like when you had last smoked weed, there was like no such fucking thing as that shit, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, they had like
They
had like dank weed, but nothing like what's going on.
It was dank
now.
or not dank.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
swag or dank. Swag or dank. That's all we had.
Right.
No, but I hadn't smoked when I relapsed. So I had 12 years of sobriety when I was 31, but I only did opiates in that time period. So I hadn't smoked weed since I was 17 years old.
Oh my God.
All right, I hadn't smoked weed since I was 17 years old. So when I took a couple of drags of a joint that I bought over there at Sweet Flower, they had these little packets. I was in space for 12 hours. But then what ended up happening is I would get all this high-end weed, and I woke up at 9 in the morning. I smoked all day long, and I remember at 9 at night, I was just sitting back there with a bong. My lungs were shot to hell, and I was like, I'm not high. I couldn't get high anymore. I had smoked so much where it would take me, I would come down so quickly that I would have to keep smoking. And then in my head, I thought, what, I'm going to have to drink now.
Yeah, that's where
I'm going to have to start doing opiates again.
From my vantage point, I was 100% sure that's where he was headed next. Just based on the way he was acting on weed alone.
With Eric Griffin. Yeah. So, how you doing, man? Tell me. And he's like,
Float him $11.
that'll be another $11. His Cameo price is so low, Eric.
Honestly, though,
Yeah.
I bet his cameos. I bet you get your bang for your buck.
yeah.
He went up
That is Cameo.
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how much is it?
Eric puts some time.
Wait, does that mean
for
you-
$3?
He's a 4.98 out of a 100? That's a really low score.
That's not good.
I think that's 100 reviews.
100 reviews. Yeah.
Let's give him his respect.
Very good.
Okay?
Yeah,
'Cause
Eric
he's
Griffin.
$125 for a personal video. That's a fair price.
Pretty good price. Yeah.
I like that.
I bet it's good.
Are you on here, Bobby? Can we dig up your Cameo?
I won't do it. No.
Okay, yeah.
You won't do it.
I
How about I make you? I'm Why won't you do it?
why won't you? Why won't you, man?
I don't have time.
Yeah.
Like that's not. I don't want to spend my time doing that.
I don't do it.
Yeah, you do have time. Are you stuck? Listeners, right now his arms are bent in a way that I can't describe.
I'll tell you why, and this is not dogging people.
Yeah.
Doing it. I get it.
Yeah,
This is. I'm on thin ice here.
Say it.
because I actually love.
Say
I love
it.
that it exists for
Me
people
too.
who are like, man, I was in that one horror movie that one time, and if people love it and they want to pay me $25 to say happy birthday to their dog,
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Exactly. I think this is what it is.
Okay. Let's get this.
Yeah.
His
Okay, I think what it is it's one of those things where I know it's there if I need it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. And I
Heroin.
think I have a price, not a price of how much I would charge, but where I'm at financially, where I would do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we see you on Cameo, we know shit.
I'm fucking
It's
struggling.
gone real south. Yeah.
It got real
That
bad.
sucks.
It got real bad. Yeah.
I feel I'm the same way. It would have to be. You're like, oh, for me. Some people like have the time, enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Some people like actually. I've talked with people that are like, I actually like doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Now I know who you are.
yeah.
But some people like it. But I don't think I would. I think I'd be like every day, like, fuck. But I would do it if you could set it. And I've talked with them because you know how they climb in the DMs and are like, hey, get on Cameo. And I'm like, no, bitch. But it's kinda,
Right.
It's kind of cool that they're asking. So
They
you're
asked me
like,
too. Yeah.
So you're like, no, what?
Yeah, no, me too.
Like you're flirting. You're like, how much?
Maybe.
No way. I'm pricier than that.
Yeah.
But I do it if it was like if it was like $10,000 a video.
Yeah.
Because then, you know, you do a handful of videos a day. You're like, that's it.
Can I tell you something?
lucrative.
Yeah.
You're not worth it.
No, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone is.
Let-
But
yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
let's
if
see-
some billionaire.
Let's see what our price really is.
Yeah.
Right now.
How?
I don't think you can.
I can.
How?
Set yours
I'm going to
up.
set your prices.
Oh,
What I would pay.
Okay.
Okay. Who's the
All
daddy
right.
now?
All right. So I'm. What do I do? I don't want to be Bobby Lee. What do I do for a living?
You set Cameo prices.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You work for Cameo.
he's a
I work for Cameo.
Cameo.
All right.
Powerful man.
Blake,
Yeah.
for every cameo, I
we
would
need
charge.
like cool music.
Yeah.
High stakes
Yes,
music.
this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? No,
Good, because I
not
could.
that music.
That's good. Yeah. I want to do my own.
No, that's just like porno compilation sounds. Yeah.
Anyway, Blake
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yes.
Your price is 450 a fucking. Yeah.
That's, I feel like that's generous. That feels generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Anderson.
Anderson.
Anderson. Yeah, Anders.
I got it.
Anders. It's the fuck. No, Anders.
Hang on.
It's
I'm getting a text from Wells Fargo. That I just need to make sure I'm not being,
It was the voice.
because it seems like it
voice I was doing.
seems like it
I
could
got
be
stuck in the
real.
voice.
You saw how his hands got stuck earlier. He gets stuck.
I just need to see if what the weather's going to be like. Okay.
Oh boy.
Great. No, it's going to be warm. It's still going to be warm. Go ahead.
All right. Anders home.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi. Sorry.
No.
Your price is. It's got to go higher. $550.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Healthy.
I mean, maybe I will look into it. I don't know.
yeah. No,
We'll
you
check
could
it
get
out.
that, Durs. You could get that.
Yeah.
You've given up. You've given up on the
machine's
noise?
broken.
Oh, okay.
That's when I got energy.
Prize Picks. Prize Picks.
Prize Picks is the most fun I've had, winning up to 25 times my money this NBA season now. Can I show you how it works, Bobby?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, look at this, right? So these are some players I'm sure you're very familiar with.
I know them all. Jordan Poole, dude. He's my favorite.
Okay, so will Jordan Poole score over or under 20 points?
But it's Peel.
What do you
Not
mean?
Jordan Peele. He's not in the NBA.
okay.
It's Jordan Poole.
I like him though.
Okay, so that's you can choose. Look,
Yeah.
you can hit Jordan Poole, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you select one more player. Who do you like?
I want to pick.
Kyle.
What? Danny Avudija.
Okay, and then
Yeah, pick that.
Avdija. Okay, Denny Avdija, and then you get to see like you finalize
I
you
see.
pick these. You finalize your entry right here.
Yeah.
And then you can choose: are they going to score more or less than
So
20
easy,
points?
so fun.
And then for Danny, is he
Let's
going
look.
to?
I'll give you that. So if I go, I say Danny.
Okay.
And then Danny does that. I make money.
Wait, what's your prediction? More or less than 11
More.
points? Okay, more.
Yeah.
And then what's your prediction for Jordan Poole?
Less.
Less. Okay, and then you place your entry
Yeah. Boom.
to win $60, and that's it. It's
That's
as easy as that.
Incredible. PrizePicks even offers a reboot policy that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, that player is rebooted.
And like PrizePicks is really, really simple to play, and it works out for someone like Bobby and I because we're not that like super hardcore like sports fans, but it's still a fun way.
Still fun and easy for the layperson.
Yes, and I can make my picks and submit my entry in less than 60 seconds. Quick, here's your word, Bobby. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what makes PrizePicks the #1 daily fantasy sports.
Close
app.
it out.
Go to prizepicks.com/belly and use code belly for a first deposit match up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/belly and use code belly for your first deposit match up to $100. PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Helix sleep.
You guys, this is not an exaggeration. Every single room in all of our houses is a Helix mattress.
In fact, I had a guest sleep on my Helix mattress this weekend, and he asked me, "What mattress is that?" Because I'm going to get one. That's how good. Everybody is unique. Can we not agree with that?
Yeah.
And everyone sleeps differently. All right. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences.
For example, like I'm a hot sleeper. I'm a pretty hot sleeper.
You're okay. You're cute. You're cute.
My body is kind of like a furnace at night.
Oh, you mean heat? Okay.
Yeah, heat wise.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm a side sleeper, so I have the midnight mattress, and I have the option to choose like the luxe version of it, which is like the thicker version, and it's really freaking good.
Plus, Helix mattresses are American made and come with a 10 or 15-year warranty depending on the model. Don't take my word for it? What, you're not going to take my word for it?
Baby.
Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired Magazine. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. So that's in your face.
Oh, and another thing too, like if you have back problems and if your spine needs a little extra TLC, Helix mattress has a hybrid design combining individually wrapped steel coils in the base with premium foam layers on the top, Bobby, and it is so delicious on your back.
I love eating it.
Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/belly and use code HelixPartner20. This is their best offer yet and won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
Adam.
Don't pretend like you don't know his name. Okay. No, it's your show. This is
No,
your show. I'm
I'm
very
doing
sorry.
the voice. That's why I forgot too. With that, does that feel better?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Adam Devine. Your prize. Have you had one of those before? What is
Noms.
this? It's a nom. It's a
They're
Hawaiian,
Hawaiian
candy.
candies.
You may or may not like them, but they're our
You're
favorite.
gonna love them.
Can I have
They're
a
so
nom?
good.
You want to try nom? Yeah.
nom.
Try nom.
They have
Try
weed.
them on.
Are they mango?
Oh, I like those a lot.
Yeah.
You do?
They look like gushers covered in
Are you Hawaiian?
tahini.
Filipino.
Anyway, 2,500.
There's like different things in here.
2,500.
500. That's a lot, Bobby.
God
That
damn.
is a lot.
I'm sorry.
Insane.
2,500.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a lot of numbers.
What, the nom or the price that I got that Bobby set for me?
You know what? I feel like I would do it for like a charity of some sort. If like somebody reached out and it was the right charity,
Yeah.
I'd do 50 of them.
Oh, do 50 for the charity.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny.
But my price would be $500
Okay.
to the charity.
Dursa, that's very reasonable, I think, on the app.
Is it?
You would for sure get that.
But Adam, sorry, what?
Like a lot of times.
Yeah, I think you could go higher if it's for a charity and you.
No, but the Cameo God said 550.
Yeah.
Okay, I got then that's what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it would be, but like I would do it for a charity. I don't know what my price would be. That seems like a useful, like time spent well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What charity would it be?
Like fucking like fish.
I see.
Save our fish.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They're drowning. They're drowning.
Honestly, I don't know. That's why I haven't done it yet. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, you know.
But what do you care about?
Also, why
I'm
I
like, who
haven't
gives a
done it.
Still looking for that
Still
charity.
looking for
Yeah.
a charity
Yeah.
that is
What do you
deserving.
Yeah, yeah. You don't care about what do you?
I mean, maybe like money towards my kids.
Yeah, that's the charity that I would do. Money so I can buy more things.
That's a good charity.
So I may own cooler and better stuff.
I would never buy a canoe, but like if I could raise money for other people to pay for a canoe, it'd be cool to just have. Just in case.
Right.
The charity is your family having a canoe.
Yeah.
Are canoes expensive?
These are my children, and it's just like sad
One
faces.
Cameo. Got a canoe.
Yeah.
Worth it.
So you guys are on tour.
Yeah.
Here we are.
How many dates have you done so far?
We've done like 10, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think we're about a third the way done. We're
Wow.
getting to 30.
Yeah.
Fun.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's fun though.
You
Yeah, it's
guys-
fun. We're all over the
you
place.